How's it going, everybody? I am Drifty from Driftwood Gaming. This is an RPG Maker. In the first impressions video, we're going to be playing Forsaken Generations. This is by MSRX22. Let's jump into the game and see what it's about. Always dash on, command remover on, battle camera, animated tiles, lighting effects, sync monitor FPS. I think everything should be set up. Alright, let's take a quick look at the credits. Well, nothing here, so I would recommend removing that unless there's something in the credits. Tom's hut. Yawn, long night, strange-ass dreams. Gotta get some fresh air. Hey, Tom, where are you going? I'm going out to get some fresh air. Like I said, I'll be back. Okay. Okay, so not much of an intro, right? We could use some music. Definitely need some music. We've found some potatoes. So there's some interactables going on here. Music is very, very lacking. You want to have some fun? Question mark. Well, you're asking a question. You're not giving me the opportunity to answer. So you found 5 magic waters. Could probably rename the default stuff. You know, why is it still magic water and stimulant, frickin' potion? Okay. We are allowed to save. It's a Yanfly save core options. Okay, so we are in some sort of Yanfly's row system and all, you know, the usual Yanfly suite plugins. A lot of hit rate, 195%. Still missing that music. I mean, it's something that you could really add right here. And also you can add some icons to your elements and probably take out some, make some. You don't need all those elements probably unless you're going to specifically. What's that noise? Something is coming this way. I'd better get to the lighthouse to see. Some auto run going on here. Major Tomarian, we meet again, soldier. Whatever you want, I don't care. Take your ass back to the mainland. At least hear what I have to say. I know the government treated you like trash and threw you away, but this is a favor from me. I have no anger towards you, General, but you still follow orders from the king. Say what you gotta say. Also, instead of these long spaces, you just include a comma. The mainland has been taken over by the Emperor's elite guard. People have been used for his experiments. Terrible experiments. Also, 3 dots works fine to show that there's longer. Like, you know, you can go 3 dots and then space. And then separate it, 3 dots, separate it, 3 dots. And that's like some sort of convention that's known. You know, the series of 3 means to infinity, or you know, it can continue on if you do a line. Like in math, if you do like something dot 333 with a line over it, that means it's going to go on forever, right? So when you do your English spacing, you know, you can go dot 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 and then space it out. Whatever. He's trying to replicate the evolutionary specimen by any means necessary. As you remember, the specimen mysteriously disappeared while you were still in command. I have solid information on the location of the specimen, and I need your expertise in acquiring it before the Emperor does. I will help you in any way I can. I don't think that's how you spell acquiring. Maybe it is. You can assemble a team of your choosing. Starting gear and expenses will be provided. You're the only one I can trust. Some obvious grammar and punctuation issues here. You know, I made a promise that I would never get involved in shit like this ever again. It's a difficult choice to make. Apostrophe S. I knew I could count on you. You were always my greatest student. Come aboard, and I'll get you started. Okay, soldier. I see you have gathered your elite team. Choose 3 other soldiers to accompany you on your travels. You can change members at any time. When you're ready, head up into town and gear up. Speak with the people in town. I think they have some ideas where you can test your skills nearby. I can't stay for long, or the king will wonder where I am. I'll help you later if I can. Talk with your team members here. They have information on battle tactics important to your success. On your journey, look for information on the evolutionary specimen. Any additional intel will be helpful. Here is the gold I promised you to get started. Good luck. You've gained 1,000 gold. Now, so I feel like that was a very brief intro, and there was nothing wrong with that, except for all of the terrible spelling errors and punctuation and grammatical things. Just run it through Word, you know, type it out in Word or copy paste it into, you know, whatever, some document. There's even free ones online. You can just paste it and it'll spell check it, it'll highlight in red, and it'll even check your grammar for you. All this stuff is like automated and free now. There's no excuse to having, you know. Well, I guess if you are 12 years old, then it would be fine to you know, write your sentences as if you were 12 years old. Battle techniques use MP and TP to execute. Some powerful abilities will use the limit gauge to execute. Some spells can be instantly cast if used first in combat. Okay. Most single target attacks have increased critical chance. Proficiency level can boost some of your skills to new levels. Yeah, that's a good way to balance out multi-target and single target. To give the single targets a good critical chance, that would make up for some of the damage you might lose. It's important to apply damage over time effects to your enemies. It can win you the battle. Some spells can target one or all targets. Nice. These are upgrades for each class out there. Or there are upgrades for each class out there in the field that increases certain stats. Look for blue treasure chests. Okay, let's go ahead and move on then. So we come out of a sewer there. Let's take a look at our menu. Okay, we're using a Yanfly plugin called Equip Skill. Equipped battle skills, buffs, instant cast spells. Oh, that's pretty cool. Magic and tech. Let's check out Amy. Secret agent, the medic. The gunman has iron sight, a focused range shot, increased critical chance. Now these other two, secret agent and the medic, have the healing spell. The mechanic, I was going to say medic. The mechanic has spark and also heal. So they're all getting heal, which is probably for the better. But, I mean, you really need to rename your spells. You know, don't call them spark. Also, this is a simple, this event is just set to be above the player when it needs to be same level as player. No big deal there. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be critically acclaimed, but keep in mind, this is just an early demo, and this is going to be good feedback. I always like to play the games and make videos on like super amazing, awesome games, but you can't always do that, and I always try to make the best of any game that I am playing, and try to make the video at least useful to somebody. So everything that I can help you to improve it, improvement as being my opinion of what is better, I will interject that. I do like that you've given different prices and stuff for your gear and your weapons. There doesn't seem like there's too many items, so it's not overload. I do wish you would have renamed them, though. I just don't like seeing shield, hat, ring, cloth, you know, stimulant, all the basic stuff. It's not hard to change a name in the database, is why. There's even generators that will pick up cool names for you. You can just click a button and it'll spit out 10 awesome weapon names, or we're very, very default in this whole thing. Okay. Let's continue on. Kitty doesn't say anything. The inn and towns have maps on the wall that you can view. Okay, let's go check it out. What about this? Oh, this is cool. Yeah, really good job. It's a nice looking world map. Really nice. I see we have some... so this is obviously a show picture, and you could just take a picture of your world map however you want to do it. And then in GIMP or Photoshop, you can add the dots to the stars or resize it, you know, add whatever effects you want to it. Yeah, that's really, really nice. And you can even have multiple versions of that map to show, like, you are here, or you can just specify another image on top of this image to say you are here. So you just have one image to lower the file size, just this one, and then you have a you are here star placed on the map depending on where you are. So that'll be a different draw depending on what event. Like when you talk to this event, it will be its own specific one to put the star wherever you are. See, I don't know where we're at, so it's hard to tell. But you could put the star, like say we're over here, you can be like, you are here, and then it's like a star right there that blinks or whatever. You could have it animate with opacity using a script in parallel process, or you could just have it show the picture in one location, and when you exit, erase it in that location, just like you do the map, but you are here star. So you can improve that by stacking another picture on top of that. Interesting tile set too. It's kind of weird looking ceilings or roofing tiles, but whatever, it's not too bad. Let's get that treasure. 75 gold. Let's make our way this way. If you are entering the upper city, be on your best behavior, you little shit. The town's guards will be watching you, and take a shower or something. Okay. Darvarian Catacombs. Okay, so it looks like we're using some sort of Terra X lighting. Good job with the lighting. I like that we have like a flashlight radiance in front of us. Side view battle system. Yenfly's animated SV enemies. Or... no, yeah, this is Dragon Bones, right? We'll see. Let's attack. Let's attack. We'll do Iron Sight. And we'll do Spark. Ow! Okay. Right, okay, so I see. Not quite balanced out, right? Imagine, your items need descriptions too. Okay, I think we're done. We're done. Alright, so yeah, you have a lot of good feedback in here, but basically don't let the player get here yet, or give them a warning and say, hey, as soon as they enter here, say, we may not be ready for this area. Are you sure you want to continue? You know, like, it's cool to give the player the option to go to areas that are way above them, or can kill them in one or two hits, but warn them. Actually wasn't, I don't think that we're not supposed to be here. That's the thing. I think it's just imbalanced. You need to make your enemies hit weaker, so that, and also your skills need to hit maybe a little bit weaker. So cut your enemy damages by a quarter, and cut your player damages by half, or increase the defense. Look at the numbers a little bit. We're going to do another battle or two, but I think there's enough in here to pretty much give everybody an idea of what to expect, and also to say that it needs more work before it actually. You shouldn't have sent it to me, to be honest. But maybe you needed this video to let you know that, okay, these things need work. So if that's the case, hopefully this was helpful. Large axe and 2 magic waters were found. You got a lot of things right. Like the Terra X lighting in this map is really, really good. The numbers, this is where it gets everybody. Don't get too upset over it. Like, oh, it's not balanced. Don't be upset over it. It doesn't, dude. It's hard to get the stuff balanced. Fire seems to be doing an appropriate amount of damage, but their basic attacks are a little high. See, that move is really strong. The lightning bolt, which actually takes resources, does like 150, but your basic attack does about 700 on one of these. I understand that not all characters should be the same though, so. And certain enemies will have weaknesses. But you can see that on multiple enemies you're doing about 150 for that spell. Takes resources. The critical hit though does have a huge multiplier though. So 150 went up to about 750. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's like a 5-time crit multiplier on that. So I see The problem with that, though, is your enemies will hit your players with that critical and do like 700 damage and kill them in 1 or 2 hits, like it did. Did we come up from here, or did we go down from here? Let's try going down this way. Two magic waters? Oh, no, wait, we came from here, yeah? I think so. No, we have to go down. Not through those holes, though. I like the Turax lighting. We're going to try to run. Okay, we're not able to get away. Because it's not balanced, we're going to die. We might be able to get away. No. We got one more shot. One more shot. No. Strike 3. With a few sparks. Alright, we got one more shot. We got away on the 4th try. Okay. But the thing is, does magic water bring them back to life? No. See what I'm talking about? Rename your items, give your items description, start the player with a much stronger beginning, where like, strong crossbow, 2 magic waters per pound. Put it on the gunman, maybe? No, he's uses gun, not bows. Mechanic, maybe? Yeah, okay, here we go. Strong crossbow. Good upgrade there. I like that, finding weapon upgrades throughout the dungeon. That's a good incentive for dungeons. We're dead here, though, unless we get away on round 1. We got away. Is this a cave to go through? Oh, it's like a secret tunnel. ACP handgun and 2 magic water. We get a lot of magic waters, you know, and we could be healing quite a bit. But we have no way to bring people back to life, and your characters can die in 1 turn. You know, 300, they're dead, or even you got critical for 700 or something, so I just don't see that there's balance in that at the beginning. That was pretty cool, though, the little map transfer, a chain whip. You might want to spread these out a little bit more. You want to keep your party from entering the menu every 5 seconds. So put one at on each level. Give everybody an upgrade on each level. Or a grand chest that just gives you those 3 items. Or like, you know, a spot where there's just 3 chests. Well, I guess that's kind of like the little spot where there was 3 chests, but I mean like literally right there in the same spot. It doesn't really matter. That's not a big deal. But this is going to be it. Pretty sure we're dead here. Let's see the heal. We're going to get a default. We'll probably die before it's our turn. Yeah. Lots of defaults. Lots of default. I think everybody's pretty much seen what they need to see about this. Keep working on it. It's not absolutely terrible. I have played way worse games, but you've got a lot of default that you need to hammer out. Polish it, polish it, polish it. And remember that 10 games comes out, 10 RPG Maker games come out every week. So, 10 of them on Steam. Every week. At least. So, you know, how many are using the default stuff? A lot of them. So, you want to stand out and make it. If you want to have any respect for yourself, generally, you have to change the default stuff. At least the names, right? Default names. Change some animations. Put a little more effort in removing what is given to you free and replaced with stuff that you've customized and spent time and effort on. And it's not easy. It's not hard. And you can't just have it all. But before you send me a project, have a good chunk of it so that you can say, look at all these custom sprites I made, this custom music, whatever. Look at how, even if you don't have custom art, you can always put together a set of default things and say, look how I made these default things not default, right? I've seen people stretch tile sets. I've seen people put filters over tile sets. Now, they're still default, but they've been not defaulted, right? They've been changed. They were the original assets that have been slightly spackled with something, and it changes it a little bit different. But anyway, I think you have a good start to a game here. Keep polishing that. Add some action sequencing. Balance those numbers. Don't let the player be in a huge risk of game over within the first 20-30 minutes. especially within the first few fights. Also, if they're about to enter an area that say it's an open world and there's lots of places to go, and the player is able to go into the bear cave that will maul their face off, at least give them a heads up and say, hey, this is a bear cave. He's probably going to eat your face off. Are you sure you want to wake up the bear? You know, and then give the player the option. And if they do decide go in there, give them a good challenge. Don't make it an impossible fight. Give them something that's like, ooh, that's going to be hard. I'm going to have to go do this, get these weapons, level up a little bit, maybe buy some items, come back, and then beat it. You know, or even just enter the area at 10 levels later and just mop it up. You could also scale it to make it so that they can't come back and mop it up. It'll always be a challenge using Yanfly's Enemy Levels plugin. There's a lot of great things that you can do to this project. Keep working on it. Thank you so much for sending it. Thank you for watching this video, everybody who enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have anything to say to the dev, please let them know in the description, in the comments below. All that room is open for you guys, and I'm really curious to hear about your discussion. I want to hear what you guys have to say about these early projects and some good advice. I know that I can't get every bit of good advice into each video, so I rely on you guys in the comment section to let all the devs know what you guys think about the game and what they can do to improve it. We're trying to make RPG Maker have a better name. Oh, there's a dozen games that come out all the time, every week, at least 10 a week, so we've got to up our quality. It's just, you know, it's almost to the point where, oh man, I want it to be like more respected. I want the engine to be more respected, and it's just it's real tough when we get so many garbage games on Steam. So, you know what I mean? If you're thinking about putting this on Steam, I'm not saying it's a garbage game, but it needs work, right? It's not ready for Steam, and I'm not saying you were going to, but for those of you who are thinking about putting a game up on Steam, I don't know, send it to some people first, right? Send it to some YouTubers. You can send it to me if you want to. The link to the Discord is in the description below. Just hop on, send me a message. You can send it to me email if you want to. My business, you can hit all that up. My business email is available if you look for it. Plus, I have the website where you can contact me, and it's all forwarded to my other email address. So drifty@driftwoodgaming.com, and you'll get to me. Anyway, I would rather you hit me up on Discord. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please share this video if you think somebody else would learn something from it, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. I love you, all my Patreon supporters. Bye-bye.